YouTube? I am back with another video, and I'm back reunited with the beast itself, you guys. I've been gone for about 10 days. I've been in Austin, Charlotte, and Atlanta, all within the last 10 days. I've been crazy busy. But as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about direct connection. Now, if you know anything about direct connection, it is the stage 1 and stage 2 kits for the Hellcat and the Hellcat Red Eyes. Now, they just released that they are under development for SCATPACKS or 392s, right? So I think that is absolutely huge, because I think the SCATPACK or the 392 realm is the biggest platform that Dodge sells, right? So I honestly think it's going to be more for the 1320s, just because they're trying to get back into the drag racing. But I'll tell you how I feel. Obviously, we're going to get a great cold start because it's been like 10 days. But if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you check out all of my videos, man. Everything 1320 happens here. Drag racing, car mods, car meets, anything car related. But let's get into the video and this cold start. All right, so for those of you guys who don't know what direct connection is, all right, it is a performance developed or factory developed performance parts from Dodge that originally started in 1974, right? So Dodge is not new to this. They are true to this for real. You know, and I think direct connection kind of made a huge comeback with this 25/8 revamp of Dodge that they did, and a revamp of drag racing and things of that nature to kind of build their brand, right? But again, yes, it is performance-based parts that you get to keep your warranty, which is huge. And direct connection, obviously, if you know, came out with a pre-stage, stage 1, and stage 2 kits for Hellcats and Hellcat Red Eyes. Now, the reason I made this video is they actually released another chart that I'm gonna leave right here, all right, where they announced that they're gonna be releasing kits for the 392s, which is huge, right? The 392 platform for Dodge is one of the most popular. You see them the most on the road. So I think Dodge hit the mark with this one. I think this is the first time Dodge has done something quote unquote right in a long time, right? When it comes to factory warranty, things of that nature, and then upgrades, right? So again, a pre-stage, a stage 1, and a stage 2 kit. I'm gonna dive into each one just in case you don't know what they are. Then we'll dive into what I think the platform or these stage kits are gonna be for the 392s. All right, you guys, the pre-stage kit, that comes with a high flow air filter, a 180-degree thermostat, and the tuning kit itself. It's one of those things that it's going to be for both the Hellcat and the Red Eye. They're going to be exactly the same. It takes the Hellcat from 717 to 722 horsepower, and it takes the Hellcat Red Eye from 797 to 802, right? So not a big jump, but I definitely think those are some supporting mods that they want to put in right away, just to give that little bump, right? Now, understand these stage kits, all right, are working in conjunction, right? You can't just skip to stage 2 unless you buy the pre-stage and stage 1. Like, you have to have all of them to get to stage 2. So the pre-stage kit I'll actually leave here so you guys can actually see it and the cost. Now, the stage 1 is different for the Hellcat and the Hellcat Red Eye. For the Hellcat, it is a pulley upgrade off the Elephant that takes the Hellcat from that 722, I think I say, yeah, 722, all the way to 757 horsepower by increasing boost by 2 psi, which is great, right? Of course, you may want to put a diff brace on the back of your car at that point, and start adding some more supporting structural mods so the car doesn't break. But again, it's factory warranted. If something breaks, Dodge is gonna fix it, which is crazy, right? And then the Red Eye gets a 100 octane fuel tune that takes it to, oh man, I just went brain dead, 840 horsepower, right? And that's from 802 to 840 just off the fuel. Now, you probably have to put like injectors in there differently. I'm not 1000% sure how they'll go about it. But definitely the biggest jump is just off that fuel, and that is stage 1. And I will leave both stage 1 for the Hellcat and the Hellcat Red Eye here, so you can see price as well on that. Now, stage 2 for the Red Eye, all right, now again, you have your pre-stage and stage 1 done already, all right, takes the car to 885 horsepower, right? Crazy numbers. You're talking to the wheel, probably a good 740 to 750, maybe even more, depending on the capability and the car mileage and, you know, things of that nature, right? And depending on how aggressive the tune is from direct connection, right? That definitely plays a role. And that's by a pulley upgrade off the Elephant as well. And, you know, I think it's going to work for Dodge just on the simple fact that the warranty is going to be maintained. Now, I'll put the Stage 2 kit for the Red Eye right here, but I am going to keep talking. So the biggest thing is, now that you know what the stage kits are for the Hellcat and the Hellcat Red Eye, now these are, again, are for 2019 and above Hellcats, right? So you definitely have to have a newer one. But it's great. I think it's something that's going to lead me to buying a Red Eye at some point, just to have that much horsepower in a warranted car. Demonology said it on his video. It's kind of tough to answer a lot of questions because once you void your warranty, anything that breaks is in your pocket, right? So when I made my last video, I wanted people to understand that the 392 platform is costly to build and then costly to fix, right? So if you're going to throw that amount of money, throw it at a Hellcat that is already going to have more power, and, you know, the fixing cost is probably going to stay the same, but you already have a higher power level from the beginning, right? So it's one of those things that, for me, I'm definitely at some point going to end up with a Red Eye. But you guys know that they're getting rid of the Hellcat engine in 2023, so it's going to be quick. You guys are definitely going to see it on the channel here soon. So again, I showed you guys all of the pre-stage kits and all the pre-stage kit all the way up to stage 2, but let's dive into the actual news that's in the thumbnail. Yes, you guys, March 9th, Dodge is going to be releasing, or the power brokers and, you know, direct connection and Dodge are all going to be releasing stage kits and letting you guys know what is under development for the 392s and our pre-stage, stage 1 and stage 2 kits. Yes, this is huge news, again, for the SCATPACK community, because it's something that a lot of people are interested in. And again, if you didn't watch my last video, go check it out. But it's something that I think is going to be great. Now, I'm going to kind of dive in and tell you what I think it's going to be, and you can let me know in the comments, right? I really do think that the SCATPACK kits are going to be for certain packaged 392s, right? Yes, I'm probably biased because I own one, but I think they're really only going to touch the 1320s up front in the beginning, because we do have the supporting mods to add certain powers, right? Or certain upgrades, I should say. And I think because they're really focusing on the drag racing community, the 1320 is one of their biggest cars from factory that's drag strip ready, right? So for me, I'm going to basically tell you how can you add power to a 392, and then what I think the stage kits are going to look like, right? So up front, you have headers, you have cams, you have fuel injectors, you have minor things like an intake, throttle body spacers. You can even dive into, like, I mean, something as simple as an exhaust, right? And I think Dodge is going to take advantage of those things. You know, it's just a matter of what kit is going to be what, right? So for me, right, I think a pre-stage for a 392 is going to be an intake, a throttle body, and a thermostat, right? And the reason I say that is because, yes, we do need a 180-degree thermostat to keep the engines cooler, and I think it performs better. I have one in my car to keep it cooler, but that's also tuned with the fans at mass acceleration to turn on quicker as well, right? I think stage 1 is going to be headers and exhaust to let the engine breathe. And you do add a little bit of horsepower on that depending on what kind of tune direct connection comes out with, right? And stage 3, here's where it gets tricky. When you try to cam or, do some of these power adders to the car, you have to have some supporting mods, right? So stage 3 for me, I think is going to be cam and maybe heads or forging internal, something of that nature, right? Because if you get too wild, they're going to have a lot of blown engines coming in for warranty, right? So I know Dodge is going to be smart, but again, I think that stage 3 is going to be that cam. And everybody's different horsepower wise. I've seen people with headers on a cam that only have 470 wheel horsepower, and I've seen people with headers on a cam that have like 550, right? So it just kind of depends on dyno, how aggressive your tune is and how much you're pushing the car, I'll be totally honest, and your cam aggressiveness. Now, I think they'll kind of partner with like comp cams or start developing their own cam line per se with Dodge, as far as upgraded cams, right? you know, and it's something to think about. I definitely want you guys' opinion in the comments, because for me, it's something that I believe is going to be huge for the 392 market, and especially myself believing that it's going to be strictly for the 1320 community, maybe the TA community. I'm not 1000% sure, but definitely the 1320 community, right? But again, you guys saw in the beginning of the video, right when it started, you get to see how many platforms they're actually having to touch and what's under development. But I will leave that list right here again for you guys. Now, big thing, all right, is going to be, will shops close, right, due to these upgrades, right? Will performance shops be a thing of the past, right? I don't think so, but I do believe a lot of shops may suffer because so many people are going to go for the upgrades with the warranty, right? Because a lot of shops do have warranty on their work, but when you blow an engine or a piston and a rod break, something of that nature, that's your cost unless they can find out that it's something that they did, right? And that's few and far between on honest shops. So I do believe a lot of shops and tuners are going to be pissed at this, but it's also, we don't know how good these kits and these tunes are going to be until people start going to grab them, right? And I'll be honest, I'll be the first one to go grab it. Partially because I want to be ahead of the curve and help you guys understand what's good and what's not, and what's going to be worth it and what's not. And that's the whole point of me building this 392, so you guys can see, all right, this is what I had to go through. You know, it's going to help the next person. That's what my YouTube channel is all about, you guys. So, oh my, what? Atlanta cannot drive, you guys. That is crazy. But I do think they're going to suffer for a little bit, and if they're not good, these shops are gonna pick up, right? And I know people from Mass Acceleration watch my videos. I'll never not be a customer of Mass Acceleration and not send people that way, right? But I'm definitely gonna test it out because it's something, again, that I'm gonna end up buying a red eye, hellcat, whatever you want to call it, at some point before they go extinct, right? It's something that's on my bucket list. And I think it's going to be great for the channel to have a 1320 and a hellcat at the same time to kind of show you the differences and what's capable of both, right? So again, let me know in the comments what you think those kits are going to look like for the 392s. Let me know if you have a hellcat, are you going to be grabbing this, and what you think about even the jailbreaks and things of that nature, right? So something to think about, you guys. I hope you learned something from the video. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about what Dodge is doing and trying to really make a push before they go quote unquote electric, right? And you know, I'm not a fan of electric cars. I like the sound, I like the performance upgrade side of things, I like all of that. That's what got me into cars. But obviously at some point the world will go electric, right? And there's nothing we can do about it. Yes, we'll probably hold on to our cars, that's cool. But hopefully, again, you guys learned something, man. Let me know in the comments. Of course, everything 1320 happens on this channel. So if you haven't already, man, make sure you drop a like, a comment, all of those good things, man, because we got some crazy things coming to the channel. And of course, it's starting to get closer to race season, so we're going to get racing all around the Southeast before we head out to Dallas and Houston, you guys. But until then, man, make sure you lock into some more videos, and of course, subscribe to the channel, and we are out.